LSU freshman. And Aneesah Morrow right here, she had 9 steals, and I believe that's the third most by a player in LSU history. So we'll open it up to the floor for questions. Raise your hand. We'll get a mic to you for the players first, and then we'll go Coach Mulkey.
Mikaylah, obviously you were just kind of feeling it after a while. When did you start thinking, I just want the ball on every trip they can get it to me? I mean, when did that shot kind of kick in?
I wouldn't say I wanted the ball every trip. I think my teammates knew I had a hot hand and they were finding me, so I applied them for finding me, and I was just executing on the shots.
It kind of felt like we were just watching you at the top 28 or something. Did it feel like how it's always felt for you in a game?
Yeah, I would say so. I mean, all the reps I've put in is finally showing.
We were just talking with the Kent State coach, and he said last year they played against the freshman of the year in the country, and he might be playing against now 2 years in a row against the freshman in the country, and they weren't trying to change too much of the game plan for you, but you made really tough shots in their face. How do you kind of take that killing edge to the court every game and you put up 42?
Right. I mean, it's just in me. I work hard for putting out what I put out, so I work hard and then I apply my teammates for finding a hot hand and helping me get to the success.
Hey, Aneesah, you had 9 steals tonight. Just what were you seeing on the defensive end that allowed you to steal some of the balls?
I'm very active on defense, and coming here to LSU, it was a goal for me to do better defensively, just knowing that I'm undersized in the post and trying to play on the 3. So just capitalizing and being versatile on the floor.
Yeah, Aneesah, you had like a 2-minute, 20-minute span in the third quarter. You had 3 steals, 2 blocks, and 6 points. Can you talk about that? Just flipped the game right there. Can you talk about that kind of explosion?
I would just say my versatility, my IQ. I've been playing for 3 years now, and just going out there when given the opportunity and just displaying the way that I play and the way that I work hard and practice every day.
Mikaylah, in general, for the offense, is this the first time y'all felt like really in a rhythm, getting up and down the floor against obviously a quality opponent?
I would say towards the end of the game, that was definitely a stride in the right direction and where we wanted to head to come conference play.
2 questions. First for you, Aneesah, and Mikaylah, I'll come to you. Aneesah, just what's it like watching Mikaylah do her thing when she's out there? And obviously the ball's going in and she's playing the way that she's playing. Just from a teammate perspective, what's that like?
It makes me feel good being able to give Mikaylah a pass and see her score other than shooting it myself. Like, it just kind of makes me feel really good. I get to see the work that MK puts in every day. Like, it's a nonstop thing. She's very consistent. She works hard every day. And to see that paying off is, like, amazing. Also, coming in and just being comfortable. A lot of freshmen aren't comfortable. But when you put the work in, you'll always be ready.
And Mikaylah, for you, I've noticed through these first 4 games, even when your shots are falling early, you still kind of stay emotionally even keel. But today, it looked like you kind of let the lid come off a little bit. Just talk about your emotions during a performance like this and why maybe it's important early to stay even keel, and then as the shots are really starting to fall, you allow yourself to kind of feel that.
Right. At the beginning of the game, we were still in a game. So, I was locked in, ready to play defense, ready to execute my assignments. But towards the end of the game, it started feeling good. My teammates started pumping me up, and so I was ready and excited.
I'm interested in how it was for you playing in a game of this atmosphere with all these kids from Louisiana, being a kid from Louisiana, being kind of in their shoes 4 or 5 years ago, and now you're able to perform like that in front of them.
Yeah. It was fun. I mean, I just wanted to show the kids that it's possible. A little kid from Louisiana being on this big stage, it's possible to do this and be big.
Any more questions for the players? Scott will finish with you.
Yeah, obviously you played well the first 3 games, scoring double figures in 2 of the first 3 games. But And you're used to this kind of game. And by the way, do you know what was your most points ever in a game in high school?
34.
So this
Yeah.
is more okay. So could you have expected this kind of performance? I mean, no one expects probably to go for 42.
Right. I think it all starts in practice. How you practice is how you play. And Coach Mulkey's been riding me and staying on my tail about working hard and effort and everything. So I think that in practice showed to the game, and it just all paid off.
All right, thank you, girls.
Thank you.
We'll open it up for Coach Mulkey questions. Ron?
Yeah, Kim, I know shooting is contagious, but so is defense. The third quarter, what Morrow did, and just all of a sudden everybody just kicked in. You just talk about that.
Everybody gets excited when you guard people who are lighting you up. You know, we put her on 14, and she really took her threes out of the game, but it wasn't just contesting and making her miss. She was getting her hands on those 50-50 balls. And then, you know, she just gave us a fire on the defensive end, and then Mikaylah on the offensive end. And I really enjoyed watching that third and fourth quarter. I enjoyed the excitement, the joy they played with, the effort they gave. I enjoyed the third and fourth quarter. It was good to get Flage back in the flow. You look at the minutes she played in the production, it was very good. I think we only had 4 turnovers in the second half.
With Mikaylah, was there ever with you a process of learning where she likes the ball, where she's most comfortable on the court, or is she just a scorer that can?
She's just, yeah, she can score anywhere. Mikaylah is right. I've been riding her because as good as she is, I don't think she knows how good she is. And I think a lot of it's going to come with just making her play extended minutes as hard as she can. Now, she's going to have bad moments. We all know that. But you saw today what she's capable of doing, and you haven't even asked her about the 7 rebounds she had. So she's a special talent. I guess it's those moments where you just feel that rim's as big as the ocean.
Angel didn't play in the second half. No Kateri today. Is there any, just like your lineup and the way they matched up?
Yeah.
What did Kent State kind of do against you in that first half that kept it a game up until the early moments of the
Three
third quarter?
ball. And listen, they're very well coached. Go look at the teams they've played the last couple of years. They compete with the talent that they have. They keep it beyond the 3, and their bigs go out there and shoot the 3. And that's really what spread the floor on us in the first half. And then that lineup in the third and fourth quarter could just line up with them and match them, and started with Morrow on the defensive end, and we just did a better job defensively. Now, we gave up too many points. We gave up 14 threes, but there are just some teams are going to shoot that many threes, and it was like a track meet really out there at times. And I caught myself being a spectator instead of a coach, because we would match what they just did on the other end, and I don't really like that, but it was an entertaining game.
Are your ears ringing from that crowd in there?
My ears ring all the time. What's it called when you get old? Tinnitus or whatever it's called. Okay, my ears ring all the time, but wasn't that sweet, all those kids screaming? Great appreciation I have for teachers. They have to put up with all our children and grandchildren.
You won the rebounds on the numbers all day, but did you feel like they got a few in the first half?
Yes, I thought that they were just real tough with us, and every time we'd get a defensive rebound, somebody would be there flagging the ball. It was never easy rebounding. They got their hands on a lot of 50-50 balls and knocked it away from us. Samaya, how many times she can just quick leap you, and she'll be up here, but she just gets hit in here, and just imagine if she keeps doing that and the strength that will come with it, because she can just get up higher than anybody else and get hit, and just her improvement is just so obvious.
You mentioned that Flage was kind of a nice burst for you, and she's getting back into the flow. Coming off the bench, she looked really engaged, and she looked like she was able to provide a spark. Have you seen that from her in practice?
Yes, yes. Flage, and I talked to many people about her game. Flage plays with a joy about her. She just has a good heart. She's just her happiness and her joy spreads to others, even when she's not having a good game. And I just love coaching that kid. And she knew she came off the bench just to get in the flow. She got a good 21 minutes. She had the flu, so she's not 100%, but she wasn't missing 2 games.
Kim, I think Mikaylah's performance today is the most points by a freshman ever, and I think the most points by any player in close to 30 years or something like that. But you guys shared a long embrace when she got her curtain call. Just maybe something you might could share about what you told her.
No, I won't share it, but it's very it's what you do as a coach in moments when they feel good. You have to make sure you do that as well as moments when you're riding them for something they don't do good. And it was just some comments that I made to her, coach player.
I know she hasn't been here too long, but have you seen what have you seen from Mikaylah, like growth-wise this season, both on and off the court?
Well, you saw it today. You saw it in the Colorado game. I think for a true freshman to come in here, and what have we played, 4 ball games, and I think she's been consistent in her performance. She's had some bad things, like giving up 3s in that last game, but consistently she tries not to be a liability on the floor. And she's really trying to do it on both ends of the floor. She just has the physical body and the tools to help you rebound. She can take you off the dribble. She can shoot the 3. She's great at the mid-range. And they gave her the 3 today, and she was feeling it.
Got time for a couple more questions here, guys.
Could you expand a little bit more on why Poole didn't play and why Reese didn't play in the second half?
Yeah, I could, but I won't. Just a coach's decision.
And when you saw Mikaylah play in high school, I assume you were looking at her. How long have you been recruiting her, and when did you make up your mind that, or did you ever tell your staff, you can't let this one get away? She's from Louisiana. She's got to come here.
Well, I recruited her when I was at Baylor. So I was trying to get another one from Louisiana. So then when I took the LSU job, I thought, now how am I going to flip that switch? And we just worked really hard and reminded her of all the family that could see her play, reminded her of what she could mean to this state. And that was a big sign for us. Really was.
Mikaylah, you feel like she has the personality to handle this? It seems like she does.
She does. She's very poised. As you guys ask her questions, you can see she's very comfortable. Mikaylah is, she knows she's good, but I don't think she knows how good she can be. I want to be that coach that pushes her beyond the limits she thinks she has. And I think you're just seeing her scratch the surface today.
Thank you, guys.
Thank y'all.